Hey guys, Rex here. It is a beautiful day, not too blowy, so there's not wind, which makes it tolerable. Gonna have to get this done before the camera freezes over. We got the Arken Optics EPL, that's the EP4 lightweight series. EPL4. This is a 6 to 24 by 50. These are pretty affordable. 30 millimeter main tube, 50 millimeter objective, variable power, first focal plane reticle up here. We have a covered windage cap here. We have illumination. We have a fully adjustable parallax down to 10 yards to infinity. And we have a very robust zero stop turret that has quite a decent amount of travel. You guys, if you haven't seen the review on this yet, we have the first couple looks at it already. Right, just thought with the weather, we'll get a look at the function in cold weather. So let's see how it does, man. It is a little bit below zero right now. It's not super cold yet. You can see a little bit of the, that's it's not wet, that's ice there, okay? So we got ice on it. Let's check the from back to front. So the ocular. Now there are seals and lubricants on the seals in a variety of different dimensions. They can contract with cold weather. Got a nice sharp picture through this optic. There's no fogging on the inside. It's been sitting on the hood of my rig here for quite a while. The rig is cold. It was parked a day and a half ago or so. Oh, we got full adjustment on the ocular. Hey, that's working fine. And it is adjusting. Okay, I'm going to put it back to where I had it set. Nice and crisp. So the ocular is functioning like a champ. Sometimes those freeze up when it starts getting cold. Now for the magnification range. She is currently on 6 power. Let's see if the ice and stuff on here, because this was slightly wet when we first laid it in the snow. We waited quite a while for everything to freeze up and allow the entire scope all the way down to the center components freeze. We allowed plenty enough time for that. So we got 6 power magnification here. It's that's actually functioning. We're all the way on 24 power. It's functioning almost normal, like it's almost at room temperature. Actually, maybe identical, because it does. Maybe it's because I'm wearing gloves. It's a little harder to feel that, and we're just doing this by feel. It's working totally fine, almost like normal. The what do you call it? Magnification range. Next, we'll check out the parallax adjustment. You'll see you have right now it's set at infinity. If you spin it all the way around here, it comes down to 10 yards. Okay, so let's move it from infinity. Try to get this to where you can see it. Okay, here we go. Oh, sucker's working pretty much like normal. There's no binding. It's not any more stiff than it is when it's at room temperature. It's a nice, smooth, tight feel. It feels like it's sealed and lubed. And so that's cool. Now you can see the illumination setting on here. I like the setup how the parallax is inside the illumination on the old PM2s and stuff they used to run. A whole separate part of the scope dedicated to illumination. This is a lot more compact design. So there's set right there now. See if that turns. A lot of times this won't go like totally normal. What the hell? Let's check and see if it's actually illuminating. So I'm off, position 5. Man, if I cover up the front, I can see it. It is bright in the snow. So the battery is a bit run down. 2032 battery is a bit run down. It's a little bit difficult. Let's crank it up to 6. It's not as bright as it is at room temperature, of course. But the fact that it's even functioning at all is pretty good. So it works in the cold weather, just a battery issue. But it's functioning, turning on. The brightness is increasing and decreasing like normal. That's cool. All right, so what we have next here is we got the turrets. Now this one, this lightweight series, features a windage turret that's covered by a cap, which I think is a good design. Okay, so the cap is coming right off. There's that, okay. Let's try the windage. Right now she's set to 0. Functioning like normal. No problems. What the heck? I mean, you never can tell how these are going to perform in cold weather until you try them. I've had some primo optics, stuff that's over $3,000 that will not work in cold weather because they're too tight. And then I've had real cheap stuff not work. I've had medium stuff not work, but then I've had expensive stuff that works fine. And it's just all over the map sheet. That's something that's, you never can really predict that. And even within Arken, the original 30 millimeter optics that preceded this series here, the EPL4 series, I've seen some of the prototypes a couple years ago. Those things did awesome, like this is doing right now. I suspected it would work good in cold weather, but they perform really good in cold weather. And they're, for an affordable scope that works so well and tracks so well, these things track so good. I'm going to try the elevation now, okay? We do have a 0 stop feature. It's on 0 now. There's a little screw up here. Oh, ice in the way. And there's the brass one is the lock for the 0 stop. But let's take it off of 0 here. So, like there's nothing there. And the 0 stop, of course, totally functioning. No problem. Well, this sucker's working, man. There's no fogging. Everything's nice and crisp and clear. And even with all the water on it, before it froze and then being froze now for a good couple hours out here below 0 degrees, it's working really good. So that's pretty cool, huh? Pretty nice little setup. You never know until you try it. When it gets really cold, I don't know if you guys remember some of the tests I did. We can probably do that with this optic too. When it gets cold, it's supposed to dip down another, it's supposed to be like 35 below without wind chill, like 50 or 60 or 70 below with wind chill coming up in a couple days. So we'll try that. But a lot of times these will go totally solid. The rubber, you can just it just freezes like a stick. It gets really damn cold. So if you guys want to check these out, if you're looking for something that works for hunting, which the reticle on this one's a little more simple. It's made for kind of your hunter guys that have a more simple reticle preference. This one's in minutes of angle. They do have a mil version available. If you're looking for this, you can use the code REX170 when you include the combo pack with the scope. They'll give you that entire deal for $170 off at the already adjusted rate of, these are pretty affordable. They're under $400. Like, that's a really good deal for something that works so good with all the features that this has here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get most of the snow out of here. I'm just going to put it back where it is here and let it continue to cool off for when it gets stupid cold. Because right now it's about the middle of the day, warmest part of the day. And we'll see how she does when it gets stupid cold, if the phone works. Because I might not risk frostbite of trying to get the stupid phone turned on. Maybe I'll turn it on in the house and then come out here and then take a look. But it's going to get really cold. We'll see if it works when it's another 30 or 40 degrees colder than it is now. So, all right. But I'll leave that discount code for you below. Of course, it supports the channel. Thank you for your support. If you like these videos, share them, give it a thumbs up, whatever. I know that a lot of you asked about that. How does it perform in colder weather? So it's not stupid cold, but it's pretty cold today. So it works, man. Works in cold weather. Okay, Rex out.